Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem 3 Houses. We are on... well, we're in December. I think we start in like April. So like 8th month, something like that. And we're gonna be exploring. I think I may have had a certification that I could do though. Yeah, like for Bernadetta and maybe for Dorothea as well. Or did Dora... Oh. Ooh. Oh. Okay, she's actually really close to B-Lances, so we should be able to get that before we have to deploy for another battle. So we'll let Bernadetta go without promoting. And yeah, Dorothea doesn't have high enough magic, I remember that now. Which... that's right, so advanced class, needs skills, not there, advanced class, needs, or not there yet, advanced class, needs skills. So, yep, okay, never mind. On to the exploration. Sophis, you're invisible.
Tomas. No, Solon, was it not? And the Flame Emperor. It is most clear that something has transpired, and it relates to you somehow. Or is the fault my own, and you're just caught inside the wave? Sothis, the goddess of this world. I bear her name.
Amazing.
How confusing. I feel as though my head has turned to mush.
Alright, let's see what quests we've got. Well, none of this looks super significant. Wait, is that last one the... oh, yeah, from Felix. Okay. Hooray, tea leaves. Just what I've always wanted. I realized that last time I explored, I didn't go up here. But there's so much going on. By last time, I mean like the last many times. Could have been sparkly stuff. Well, there's not sparkly stuff right now. Let's go in here.
Hey. What's this about? The ball? Knights don't participate. It's an event for students, but it does pique the interest of some knights in particular.
Noted. Oh man, look how few of these items we have now.
It's not It's not...
Too much merriment. The librarian betrayed us, the Death Knight is back. Is this the time to be throwing a ball?
One better.
I know nothing.
Black Magic Tournament. We got Hubert, Lennart, Dorothea, Flane, and Hanneman who can enter. Let's take a look at our roster and see who is best suited to such an activity. I suspect the answer is going to be Hubert, because he has the most speed. He has 18 speed, 14 res, 29 HP. Certainly not Linhart. Dorothea has 22 and 15 to his 25 and 18. And HP 14 res. She has 32 HP and 17 res. So she is bulkier. She doesn't bring as much offense, and offense is usually the name of the game. Although, wait, how much speed do you have? 18? Yeah, okay, that's a substantial difference. Blaine, ha. Hanneman, ha. Yep, we're entering Hubert. Hubert. Oh, yeah, let's go. Whoa, that camera.
You worked hard.
Real aggressive.
Hardly worth my time.
If you can do that one more time, then definitely good to go. Yeah, alright. That seems fine.
You worked hard for nothing.
Good job, Hubie. Still doubling.
How humiliating.
And the finals. Still doubling.
For Lady Edelgard.
Winner! Ooh, so close to my professor level. Exciting. Someone who prefers a close shave. You prefer a close shave, Felix?
Librarian. I know nothing.
Guess not. Okay, let's go back this way. Ugh. Hooray, I can go fishing. Love fishing, it's the best.
The bow, a grim reminder of my sad reality. The other nobles will be fine, I'm sure. They've all been to events like this before. But me? I'm a noble and I've never even been close to one of these things.
I can't even say anything to her about it? That's weird. I don't think she uses the folding razor. Seems unlikely. This is a weird thing to wonder, but it does kind of make me wonder historically when men shaving their legs became a thing.
Oh, now where did that Ingrid run off to? The ball is soon, and she hadn't even put on any makeup. I was trying to help her out.
Okay.
Did you find...
Oh wait, there is another room over here, but it's... whose is it? Oh, wow. More clipping through doors. Well, down here again. Hey, nobody's talked about my illness or whatever. I wonder if they're just like, it doesn't matter.
Great. Just great. It's that time when all the students get all lovey-dovey. You're new, but you know about the ball, yeah? I can't bear it. Young love is wasted on the young. They can't appreciate it to its fullest. Ugh. I wish I could fall in love too.
I mean,
No, that.
there's no
No.
particular reason that you couldn't. She's what, like 30 something? Secret? Oh, okay. Well, Hanneman said he was no more than 15 years her senior, which would make her 36. She's 37, we can make more Monty Python references. Allele... ILL pomegranate. Alright, let's go. Adjutants. More adjutants. Yay. I wonder if I ever am going to get more of the 5-star seeds. I don't know if this is worth the money at all, but... Alright, so what did I get? Oh, I need to remember that it's... Oh, we have a defense +2, dexterity +1. Okay, okay, we have a bunch of stuff we need to do. First, put this away. So how does this crescent sickle compare to, like, 975, 111? It doesn't seem better in any obvious way. Anyway, he wanted a javelin. And we've got Caspar, who's got this giant shell. Steel axe back out. Does Linhart have a steel axe? Probably because he was holding Caspar's. Also got unexpected items in their inventory. Guess not. Alright, so then you've got... Oh, we've also got this thing. Sell. Yeah, we got 2 defense and 1 dexterity. Alright, defense... I think I know who's gonna get that. And 14 defense, 6 defense, 18 defense, 10 defense, 11 defense, 15 defense. 4 defense, 15 defense. Actually, I was gonna say Ferdinand. Make him even tankier. But I'm reconsidering giving it to Petra. Just invest the resources in Petra because Petra's fucking ridiculous anyway. Make her unstoppable. Unstoppable, I say! Now she has almost as much base defense as Ferdinand, though he has all that extra bonus stuff from his, like, items and things of that. Battalion, that's the word. Alright, dexterity. 21 dex, 18 dex, 16 dex, 21 dex, 14 dex, 18 2 dex, 18 dex, 21 dex, 19 dex. Ooh, 27. I haven't noticed anybody having particular trouble hitting things relative to anybody else. You can give it to Edelgard. Uses axes and they're inaccurate and she doesn't double so much. Well, actually, her speed is actually quite good at this point. She's faster than most of my party. The Wyvern bonus really did a good job for her. So maybe... Yeah, I don't know. Probably just doesn't matter very much. But give it to Edelgard because of no particular reason. Seems like a good reason. Alright, and then the experience thing. I think I actually am going to give that to Linhardt. He's just like, needs some XP. Let him hang on to the healing staff and eventually use that again, probably. We've also got a silver shield. How does that work? 4 weight. Ugh. Man. How about that? It's like Ferdinand isn't actually that slow. Making him slow already with his equipment could make him even slower. Who's actually slow? Bernadetta. Making Bernadetta a tank is such a weird choice, though. Even though it kind of makes sense. She's not going to double most of the time anyway. Could do it. Could do it. Oh, she doesn't have a... Wait, why does she have a steel lance? Oh. Guess she's supposed to. Oh. Alright, anyway, if she has, like, say, an iron bow equipped, right now it's -3 speed, it's just 12. This knocks her down to 11. Be down to 8 with the silver shield, and that's with like the... Yeah, I mean, with the most, with the lightest weapon that she has. So, I mean, in theory, what you want is somebody with a lot of strength and a lot of defense. How much does Ferdinand have? 21. He's like 1 point better in that respect, but... I might actually just not equip it. It's just like a little bit too much, I think. Maybe I'll equip it later. I don't know.
Professor, Professor, I used to think I would be comfortable with all manner of experiments, so long as they provided usable results. But when I heard of Solin's work, well, I realized I'd not considered the moral and philosophical limits of what all manner of experiments might mean. Sorry. I'm not great with blood. Even when I'm just thinking about it, I feel a bit ill now. That's not mine. That's not.
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of how I met my wife. I was at a village's harvest festival. There was a full moon, bathing everything in its cool glow. She appeared out of nowhere, dancing gracefully in the moonlight. A lovely fairy.
It does sound fake. Seems a mean thing to say if it is actually true, though.
We soon fell in love and tied the knot. Now we have a daughter who's as bright and beautiful as a sunny morning. So, whenever I see people dancing, I think of my wife, and my heart does a little waltz.
Afraid of ghosts? I know who's afraid of ghosts.
I was she appeared. Not my.
What? He said that was one of his 3 fears. Come on! He said that just last exploration. Or maybe during a support conversation. I don't know. I know he said it. I know he said it. But he's not on my roster, so I can't actually see it on here. Dang it, dang it, dang it. I know he said it. Oh, he said it. Oh, Linhart doesn't like ghosts either, apparently. Alright, fine, we'll give it to Linhart. But I swear Alois said that was one of his 3 fears. Or his unconquered.
You know, Professor,
Something.
but when I heard... That's not mine.
What? Ugh. Get game. Why you gotta do this to me? Be like that.
Pardon me. Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Ah, other than the legend of the Goddess Tower, of course. Have you heard the students talking about it? On the last night of the ethereal moon, on the same night as the ball, if a man and a woman go to the Goddess Tower and make a wish, it's sure to come true. I have a wish, but I can't find anybody to make it with me.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No, no. No. Wait, it's not a man and a woman though. Why is it even showing me other women like oh god. Oh no. I disapprove wholeheartedly of this and the entire thrust of this. Alright, well, my favorite character from here is Dorothea, so we'll just say that. Oh, okay, good. It didn't actually pretend anything important. Phew, okay. Not remotely ready to invest in such things. I would go with the gatekeeper though. He seems like a cool dude, you know. He's always there, ready to give me a report. I appreciate his commitment and his positive energy. He should have asked me. All right, so I need to buy some more of those dumb
Hello there.
crafting materials.
This one,
And
yes?
repair my weapons. At least 4 of them.
I thank you. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome.
He doesn't have crafting materials.
Come again.
Hey there.
So who is it that had I think it was just the bows. Yeah, like this one. I mean, maybe I don't repair it right now, but now at least I can repair it. And hers, yeah. Can I now repair those rusted? Oh, B+. Boo! Alright, what about this thing? What does this thing become? Ooh. That's pretty good. A 9 might weapon that has 20 crit and is effective against cavalry and armor? I think I can get behind that. If I compare that to the Armor Slayer, it starts out arguably maybe better, but it doesn't get better. It gets more hit, but only 5 crit, more weight. Doesn't gain any might. 25 use. Yeah, man, this is a good. Yeah, alright, let's do this.
There you go.
And then I need somebody to carry that
Come back
thing.
anytime.
Which I think is going to be Byleth. Because Petra hits hard enough without it. Oh, Byleth has a javelin. That was where the javelin went. Hey, give me that. Alrighty. I mean, obviously we don't need to do forging during exploring, but a bit about the resources. That's the relevant part. I can't just buy them any old time for some reason.
The area with the old chapel was supposed to be off limits. It was at risk of collapse, so they didn't even post guards. It's not too strange. Does that surprise you? Meh. Garreg Mach has lots of places that are blocked off for one reason or another. That's true of the underground Holy Mausoleum as well as the Northern Woods. People call it the Sealed Forest, but as far as I can tell, it's nothing special. Just a forest.
Hello there. This is a rare opportunity to enjoy yourself. Please, leave everything else to us. The Remire Village incident, the search for Tomas, we have it handled.
I'm sure.
You just focus on enjoying the ball with your students.
Sure.
It's for the good of everyone, don't you think? If the professors walk around in a state of distress, the students will be uneasy too.
And that's a fair point. But, you know, I'm the players, which means things don't happen unless I make them happen.
Our life in Remire Village is gone. Father and Mother, gone. Why couldn't you have arrived just a little sooner?
Ouch. Especially since, like, there's no reason we couldn't have left earlier. We just sort of didn't. Her portrait was way too, like, happy looking, though, for that. A big eater. I wonder who that could be. What is it? Effects are enhanced with dining with students from your own house. Alright. Good to know. Come back to that. Probably end up just doing this with Bernadetta again. Although, I should look at my supports and see if I've, like, what I've maxed out. Like, I can't advance with Edelgard or Ferdinand. I guess that's it. I can actually get all the way to A with Bernadetta. Okay. Wait, were they just showing me all the people in my house that I could get S supports with? Edelgard, Hubert, Ferdinand, Linhart, Dorothea, and Sylvain, but not Caspar because I only have a C support with them? Or are they just showing all my B supports? Yeah, I think that's what it was. Okay.
wonder if Remire Village will ever be the same again. How do you recover from such a terrible event? So many dead, so much destroyed. I can't see how the whole village doesn't just end up abandoned.
Yeah, it seems pretty bad.
I'm sorry, but... I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I know none of this is hers, but
I'm sorry.
I've been wrong about these things before.
Right.
And probably will be again. Leonie.
I'm glad the Remire Village situation got sorted out. But it's not over yet, is it? And I can't believe old Tomas turned out to be an enemy. Who can you trust anymore?
Not your lion eyes, that's for sure.
Someone...
Professor!
The ball is coming up soon. I am so excited. I can't wait to fill up on food while everyone's dancing. I even heard there'll be some prime cuts of meat.
Yes. Quite.
Oh, hey! I can't believe I dropped this. Thanks for bringing it to me.
What a shocker that one was. Okay.
It cannot be true that our siblings in arms could turn against us so. However, I will continue investigating members of the church. To think that even someone as senior as Tomas would fall under suspicion. I know not how far to take my search.
Well, not the students. The students can't do anything.
Unlike the monks, the Knights of Seros are Lady Rhea's direct subordinates. Some are in quite unique circumstances, but I cannot think any of them would betray us. I have a request.
Oh, I can get more of that crafting material.
No, that...
Yeah, I didn't really think so. Hates insects.
I can't believe this. I'm so angry right now. First it's the Death Knight, and now Tomas, but neither of them are in custody. I can't stand the thought of such evil lurking in the world. We have to do something about this. I have to do something about this. What's this? What's this? What's this?
Wait, a sketch of a centipede with countless little holes in it. It belongs to someone who hates insects. Man, they must really hate insects. They're not just like, ew, gross, I don't want to see them. They're like, I have this picture of an insect that's been, you know, like, destroyed or whatever. That's, like, kind of weird.
Mercedes locked me in her room for hours earlier. She was slathering pounds of makeup onto my face, saying something or other about the ball. It really wore me out. No. 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 No.
No, no, no.
Hey. Great work in Remire Village, Professor. Who would have ever guessed it was Tomas?
Sothis.
But no. Now isn't the time to get lost in gloomy thoughts.
I've been thinking of inviting a girl from a different house to the Goddess Tower on the night of the ball. But here's the twist. She's from a family with a much more significant and storied past than mine. I wonder if she'd ever stoop to going out with the humble son of a knight.
Nah, I don't think so. I think you're screwed.
Hey.
I hope. Oh, okay, that's where we are. Oh. Someone who likes to paint.
It's almost time for the ball. Oh my, am I excited! This being a school, we don't have many chances to get dressy.
Alright. Some scary things have been happening lately. I hope that this month, of all months, is peaceful. The ball is coming up and everything. Although I'm not much of a dancer, actually. Oh, that's mine. Thank you so much. I've been
First
looking
try.
everywhere.
He's one of the people I would have guessed, but
Someone locked.
probably wouldn't have been my first
Someone-
guess.
Ah, the long-awaited ball. Finally an opportunity to showcase my exquisite skills on the dance floor. These skills were ingrained in me when I was a boy. My hands and feet move on pure instinct.
Alright. He
I
is
don't-
the dancing queen.
It's true that Tomas was employed here under the recommendation of House Ordelia. But that's all I know of the topic. I'd never even seen him prior to enrolling here. Even when he was supposedly in Ordelia territory, I never once saw him there. I'm still feeling bothered by all of this. But there's not much else I can say about it right now. What? 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 What?
Someone who likes to sing. Not one of those.
Everyone's in such a festive mood. I feel a bit out of my element here. I can't help but worry something might happen while we're all distracted. After all, our enemies are always plotting. Still, this air of levity is much more agreeable than the grim atmosphere of late.
It's hard to agree with the idea that there's ever been a grim atmosphere in any time except for when Flame was missing, because the music is so, like, not that. It was tense when she was missing, so there was that. But, you know, this normal monastery music is just, like, kind of calm, kind of upbeat.
Alas. Alas.
I think any of this is going to belong to her.
Alas.
There. Legend has it that long ago, a female student from the academy met with a mysterious man at the Goddess Tower. They fell in love at first sight and were bound together forever after. But that's not the really interesting part. The incredible part is that the man was apparently the Adrestian Emperor himself. Oh, what I wouldn't give to fall in love at first sight with a splendid and powerful gentleman. I want my own fairy tale romance, and I want it now.
I want it now! I want cake now! Have we... Just here, I guess... Way to get there? Yes, I am.
Another month full of chaos. I've barely had time to catch my breath. What is the objective of Tomas and his ilk?
And what makes Flame so special? Does that not bother you?
Yes, that is mine.
Ah, okay.
Thank you. Where did you find it?
That makes sense.
Okay.
Secretly loves dolls. Interesting.
librarian was a bad guy? But he always seemed so nice. Oh, come on, Self. You're better than this. You promised you'd be on top of things this month.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, that! I thought it was gone for good. How did you know it was mine?
I did not. I, in fact, wouldn't have really thought it was. But sure.
Hello. Someone entered the old chapel. I think the townsfolk used it for feasts and such in the past. With that whole Tomas business, you can't blame the church for being on edge.
Alrighty. Dimitri is, I feel like, in here every single time.
It seems the dastards who set Ramire village aflame have yet to be apprehended. Monsters. Trampling mercilessly over innocent lives. They deserve a gruesome end.
Whoa, that was a little bit more angry than he normally is.
Even though there is to be a ball, we still have a mission. It would be nice if this month passed by in peace.
Wears glasses. Okay. Well, that's nice and specific.
Dancing of Fodlan is not the same as dancing from Bridget. The reason is, maybe that the music has many differences. In Bridget, dancing is different for each person. Our dancing has vigor and ferocity. There is no speech of technique for our dancing. This is not... This is not... This is... This is... This is... This is...
Ah, the ball. It reminds me of my first such event, back in the Imperial capital. It was held by my father, the Prime Minister. I really showed off my dancing skills. Everyone was quite impressed with me.
Of course. Of course they were.
How could you... How could...
Alrighty.
Hi. Hey.
Do you think this place, the monastery, is a little too static from month to month? One of the things I was thinking about actually is that it would be nice if the monastery. So initially, you know, I was annoyed when I'd run into areas and there'd be knights be like, "You can't go here," but it actually, I think it would have benefited from opening up more slowly, so that it felt more dynamic over time. As it is, it just kind of, you know, you have the first like month or two, everything opens up, and then it's pretty the same. Like, people move around, but the backdrops are the same. You're going through the same sort of circle of stuff. Like, the activity sets are the same, sort of thing.
There's a certain gentleman I'd like to invite to a rendezvous at the Goddess Tower. However, I can't imagine he'd be interested in a sheltered ingenue like myself. It's hard to pluck up the courage when that's where my thoughts always take me.
Never know unless you try. Said the guy who usually doesn't. Okay, what's over here? Why is that flashing? Am I supposed to do something? Oh, the book. I'm just gonna steal a book from Petra's quarters. Sure, why not?
Thank you very much.
Does he also want the carving hammer?
Ah, thank you for bringing me this. Life without it was difficult.
Yes, indeed. Alright, time to go upstairs, I believe. Actually, it looks like there's nobody here. I think I'd actually prefer it if most of the students' rooms were closed, just so I didn't have to check them. I wonder whether the blue things go away if you fail to pick them up in a given month. I assume they persist throughout an individual month, but beyond that...
Oh no. What happened in Ramire was indescribable. The whole village burned to the ground. So many were left without even a home to return to. Thankfully, Her Grace the Archbishop has invited those who lost everything to stay at Garreg Mach. I pray that they will be able to return to their once peaceful lives as soon as possible. Until that day, we of the Church must join together and do all that we can to help them rebuild.
Pardon me.
You there?
Hello.
Nothing in the well.
Professor.
A ball? I don't think I'll partake.
Alright.
What's this? What's this? What's the? What's the? What's the?
Go check the advice box. When I get into a rhythm while cleaning, I always end up singing a song that I make up on the spot. It's so embarrassing when someone hears me. What should I do? Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm not good at cleaning up. When I try my best, but before I know it, everything's messy again. Sure, let's say that. Was she the one who had ended up wanting that, like, cleaning rag thing? Maybe she was.
Hello, Professor. The ball will soon be upon us. I can feel my heart fluttering already. I have never danced in front of people before. Not even once in all my life. I am very much looking forward to it.
I can tell.
Last month was, well, you know even better than I do. I hope this one will be more cheerful. This ball, though, I don't know. It's all new to me. Hey, I've been
Huh.
looking for that.
He's afraid
How'd
of
you know?
ghosts. Okay. Alright, it doesn't appear to be anything down here, other than those kids getting lectured. But there's that. Ghost stories. Huh. Who wants a ghost story? Maybe Bernadetta would like that?
Hey!
Okay.
Check in with Mr. Renown. Unlocked anything? Oh. Huh.
Need something?
2,000 points. So I can either get sword skills. I do need to learn more sword skills for Byleth, so I guess I'll do that.
This one? You're all set.
I want to go ahead and learn Reason, or... Yeah, sure, why not?
This one? You're all set. See you again soon.
Probably not that soon. Alright, so I think we've covered everything there's to cover up here, so we just gotta go up to the second floor.
Before the ball, it is customary that we host a competition of dance known as the White Heron Cup. The students are quite fond of this tradition. Each house must select a representative to compete. Their dance shall be judged by its beauty, grace, and technique. The student who is deemed the winner will be given the opportunity to train as a dancer, should they so please. It is a very precious thing, the gift of dance. I hope that you and your students will choose to participate. May I ask a favor of you?
Well, well. Well, well. You only get one dancer, because we can't have any bard trains. But you can get anyone, in theory, to be that dancer. I wonder if that compromises what they have going for them in other classes, though. I'd heard people talking about Dorothea as a dancer before the game came out. I haven't seen anything to suggest, other than like just being an opera person, which isn't really about dancing anyway, that it should be specifically her.
I have looked into Tomas, but I just cannot make sense of this at all. From his behavior up until now, I never would have suspected that a man like him could turn on us. I have also discovered that his appearance has changed. It is almost as if he is not even human. What in the world is going on? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes, this is mine.
Oh.
Thank you for
That's
returning
random. Okay.
I'm
Renowned man, what are you doing up here? Oh, I've got some supports. Boom with Ash and Marianne. Cool. We'll get to that in a little bit. Worked for a noble house. Okay. A little late on that one. used those professor level points a long time ago, and they would have gotten me more stuff. Oh.
Gerig Mach Monastery is said to have been completed during the ethereal moon. Why, 995 years ago, as a matter of fact. That's rather a long time ago, don't you think? Every year, a ball is held to celebrate the founding. And every 100 years, a very special celebration takes place. It's a grand festival involving all...
Oh, I get it.
It is thrilling to read of past festivals, and
I
I'm
get
rather
it.
excited to experience one for myself. Once in a lifetime, eh? The next one in 5 years will mark a millennium. Should be quite an event. Do you imagine you'll still be here teaching then?
Interesting question. Yeah, I get it. 5-year time skip.
I'm not sure.
This has got to be yours, right?
I can't believe I left this behind. Thank you so much for retrieving it.
Yeah.
I'm not... I'm not...
I didn't... I go in... the other... Go in this room... That's it. Okay. I still think Tomas was Tomas until recently, and then he wasn't Tomas just after he came back. He, like, died sometime between 8 years ago and last year, and then was replaced. Experienced magic user who loves fishing. That's pretty specific. Is that not also Sethith? I guess it could be Anima. I don't think he loves fishing.
Gerig, why? It's a once.
He is an experienced magic user.
I'm not.
Hey, you.
Oh my. Nah, Tomas wouldn't betray the church. I don't believe it. I won't believe it. There's some people in the church who hate people like me who are from Elmira, but Tomas was always real kind. But if he really was Lady Rhea's enemy, well, I'd defend her against anybody, no matter how kind they'd been in the past.
Noted.
Hey, that's mine. Thanks for finding it.
You're welcome.
I don't know. I don't.
As expected. Okay. One more room to... Nope, that's not actually a room. Okay, let's go have some support conversations. Oh, and some more conversations with Ferdinand and Petra for some reason. Huh.
Dancing of Fodlan is not the same as dancing of
Oh.
Bridget. The reason is, maybe that the music has many differences. In Bridget, dancing is different for each person. Our dancing has vigor and ferocity. There is no speech of technique for our dancing.
We did talk about this.
I harbor much interest in the dancing of Fodlan. Very much. Are you choosing me to represent at the White Heron Cup? Or are you not?
No, you're way too valuable.
I have understanding. You believe that
I didn't say that. You're just too valuable.
This is not. This is not. This is not. This is not.
Alright, well, he is presumably going to ask the same question. Is our Casper and Sylvain, blah, blah, blah. Let's just go have the support conversations.
Come now.
Wait, is he going to ask about it?
Another month. What is the... And what... On a lighter note, I've heard you've yet to choose a class representative for the White Heron Cup. It's not something I'm interested in, but if no one else wants to do it, then I'm wise.
Professor.
Hey.
Oh, shopping took longer than I thought. It's a good thing I had your help, Professor.
What?
Looks like we've got everything we came for. Time to head back to the monastery. To tell you the truth, I wasn't sure if the money that knight gave us would be enough. We managed to scrape by, though. I'm glad those shopkeepers were willing to strike a few bargains. It's one of the few things I'm really good at. I've got a lot of experience living in the city. Money was tight for me, too. At least until Lenato adopted me into his family. Come to think of it,
Lenato
you were
the Dead.
originally a mercenary, weren't you? I'm sure you've traveled all over Fodlan. That must have been a pretty different life from regular folks like me.
I wouldn't even know.
It sounds a lot more exciting, though, traveling the world from conflict to conflict. But a mercenary's whole job is fighting, isn't it? Must be a pretty tough way to live. I believe you. I can imagine. Oh!
Ah!
I had no idea they sold this book around here. I haven't seen this one for ages. Lug and the Maiden of Wind. It's a well-known tale of chivalry in Fargus. Lug is the King of Lions. This book is full of his exciting adventures. I've loved this since I was a kid. It was what got me learning to read.
Give me that book!
What?
Hey, creep. Don't touch the merch.
Anna.
What the? Somebody catch that thief. Cut him in half like my prices.
Please, calm down, ma'am.
You calm down, kid. If he gets away with that valuable merch, it'll be a huge loss for me.
Here, allow me to compensate you.
Just
Huh?
go.
Are you serious, kid? I mean, no objections over here, but that sounds crazy.
Don't you worry. That thief will be paying me back just as soon as I catch him. Head on back to the monastery, Professor. I'll take care of everything here.
No way. I'm coming with you, you silly fool. You get yourself in trouble. Except apparently I'm not allowed to come with you. Fine. But I would've. Definitely would've.
Dear Goddess, I ask for guidance. Professor, I suppose you came by to pray too?
Nope. Oh, should I crush her hopes and dreams? No, I'll be nice to her. She seems fragile.
I see. That's why I'm here too.
Obviously.
Oh, nothing specific. I only call upon the goddess to give thanks, or perhaps to ask for protection. Anyhow, I should be on my way. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't really know what to say. I'm not very good at talking to people.
Yeah.
The truth is, I didn't interact with people too often before I came here.
I was gonna say, as much as Bernadetta is like the you know, like supposed to be this shut-in, social recluse, socially awkward person, I mean, she is those things, but she's actually pretty like high energy and like, you know, either screams at people or screams in terror or whatever. But like, there's like a lot of her going on. Whereas Marianne will just say like 2 words to you, like, "Hey, Professor." I gotta go.
Oh, no particular reason. I'm simply not very good at it. That's just how I am.
Well, that's not the way to think about it.
Thank you. I'm sorry. You shouldn't waste your time worrying about me. Please, just ignore me. I, have to be going now. Goodbye, Professor.
Yep, there it is again. Okay, so we have conversations with all our people about whether or not we're going to make them a dancer. Maybe let's tell Edelgard that we're not going to make her a dancer because that's ridiculous. Although a Dancer Lord could be kind of interesting.
Everyone's in such a festive mood. I can't help but still. By the way, have you chosen our house's representative for the White Heron Cup? If nobody else comes to mind, I'm willing to take up the challenge, Professor. I see. If you believe there's someone more qualified, I certainly won't object.
It's not really an issue of qualifications.
If nobody else comes to mind, I'm willing. I see. A lost.
Okay. So speaking of that, I mean, it is getting towards the end of... I should wrap up the episode, but... Competition of skill and grace and dance. It says choose carefully, but it doesn't like really say on what basis to choose. She kind of talked about it, but Violet's the one with the most charm, thanks to all those tea parties. I could make Flane a dancer. I wonder if I'm allowed to do that. Or if... Where's Flame?
Hello, Professor. The ball will soon... I have never danced in front of people before. Not even once in all my life. I am very much looking forward to it. Have you heard yet about the White Heron Cup? If you have yet to choose a representative, do you mind terribly if I volunteer?
Alright, well, you always have the opportunity
Understood. Oh well. Either way, I am still so excited about the ball.
You always have the opportunity to go back and try again, so... I think I already did this with her, but... So, yeah... I would love to know... I don't suppose there's something in the guide about this. I would love to know what the class options are. Like, if I turn somebody into a dancer, can I still use magic? If I turn somebody into a dancer, can they still use their mount? Who knows? I certainly don't. Wait, I can have Shamir do it? Can I have Hanneman do it? Oh, I can have Manuela do it, apparently. Oh, okay, maybe not Hanneman. Being able to do it with Shamir is just doesn't make any sense.
What's this about? The ball. It's an event for students. Alois can't dance, but I hear he likes to watch. He volunteered to judge the White Heron Cup. Not that I care.
Okay. So she can just talk about it.
It's not my... It's not... Hey.
She hates insects. Okay. Good to know. What does Manuela have to say about the subject?
Oh, great. Just your new. I can't. Oh, speaking of the ball, Professor, have you selected your representative for the dance contest yet? If you don't, the contest will go on without your house, and that would be embarrassing.
Yes, I'm sure it would.
No, 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 no.
Alright. Luis isn't going to talk about it. I bet Linhart's going to tell me he doesn't want to do it.
Professor. You know, Professor, But when I... Let us change the subject. Have you chosen a representative yet? Or... Oh my. You haven't, have you? Have you come to tell me I'm to be it? I think that's wise. I simply can't really be bothered. What I mean to say is...
I do appreciate his dedication to laziness.
That's not... Oh!
Oh, really?
That's not
He likes fishing, and he's experienced at magic? I don't know about experience, but okay. Okay, he wasn't one of the fishing contest contestants. I can't imagine Caspar wants to be a dancer, but he would probably do the whole, like, I'm up for the challenge, I gotta go do stuff, rawr, sort of thing.
I can't believe this. First, I can't stand the... So, that reminds me, if you're looking for a volunteer, I'd be happy to represent our class in the White Heron Cup. I'm an excellent dancer. You really think you can find a better dancer than me?
I mean, probably.
What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this?
Alright, what does Sylvain have to say about it?
Great work in Remire Village. But no. The ball is almost... So, Professor, who will be representing our class? I get it. No worries, really. I'd rather see a beautiful person dancing instead of some goof like me.
Okay, so... I'll go ahead and have Ferdinand tell me that he really wants to do it. I'm just gonna... I'm at this point, I'm just kind of trying to see who wants to do it and who doesn't.
The ball. It was held by... Do you see what I'm trying to say here? Do not make me beg you. Please choose me as our representative for the White Heron Cup. If you really think someone is better suited for it, I will not argue.
I mean, you're the tank, man.
How could
you got stuff to do.
How
Oh, Bernadetta, there's no way she wants to do it. There's no way. She might want some ghost stories, though.
The ball, the other but me? What is a White Heron Cup anyway? What? A dance competition? That's terrifying! We need a representative for our class? Please, anyone but Bernie! What a relief. Thank you so much, Professor.
Yeah, that's about right. Oh, I could have seen both of those things being yours, but guess not. Oh, I've got another support conversation. Alright, well, I guess I'll go do that. Real quick.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Professor.
Oh, hey Shamir. Unexpected.
Hey, Professor. The students seem to like you.
Wait, hold on. What did I even do? Did I give her? Oh, I gave her the centipede thing.
And you're not modest about it. I like that. Still,
Trying to be
I can't
honest.
deny that you've got skills. It's a little strange, to be completely honest. I had my doubts, but they were right to make you a professor. I'd be suspicious of their true intentions, if I were you. But what's it matter? Seems like it turned out just fine for you. I'll admit, it's unbelievable that you used to be a mercenary. I was a merc before coming here, but I can't imagine pulling off your fancy tactician act. I freeze up near royals and nobles.
We know she was a mercenary.
You deal with a lot of nobles when you're a merc. I didn't mind putting my life on the line, but I never liked having to bow and scrape to our noble employers. And that's what I like about being a knight. I get to punch all the nobles I want.
Ah! Nice.
I'm joking. But the knights do make a good business partner. I don't believe in the Church of Seros. It makes me a bit of an anomaly among the knights.
Rhea took me in, so I became a knight to repay my debt to her.
I may be a knight, but it still feels like I'm doing the same things I did as a merc. Who knows, though? Maybe you and I will end up working together again, like at Deirdre. Us knights
Or like
are a
it
pretty
every
tough
time.
crew. I'm guessing you'd run circles around us, though.
Yep.
I'm interested to see where your path leads you.
Huzzah. Okay, so all we got left is Dorothea. Let's confirm that Dorothea wants to do the thing. I'm sure she wants to do the thing. I guess I could be wrong, but I'd be quite surprised.
Hi. I wonder if so many I'm sorry, Professor. I'm talking about such grim and terrible things when we could be talking about the White Heron Cup. It's a big dance contest between the classes, and I simply adore dancing. I'm quite good at it, since I was a diva in an opera company, you know.
The transitions that everyone has to make to talking about the cup, given that, like, you know, they're all just like, oh, it's a terrible thing. Oh, I'm so angry about it. Like, and then they have to be like, and in other news, let's talk about this cup thing. Yay! It's like, it's kind of awkward. Anyway, what does she say?
What? Why not me? Oh, whatever. So long as you remember to choose someone,
Right. She doesn't seem
I'm sorry.
too put out about
I'm
it.
sorry, but I'm sorry.
But she definitely does want to do it. So, of the people on our roster, who wants to do it? Edelgard wants to do it. Hubert does not. Ferdinand does. Linhardt does not. Caspar does. Bernadetta does not. Dorothea does. Petra does. Sylvain does not. Blaine does. That's a lot of people who want to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So much disappointment. So much disappointment, man. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here, and next episode we will make our decision about who is going to be our dancer, and we'll also spend our activity points. So I'll see you then for that.